Arsenal come into Europe buzzing after 3-0 win over Forest. Zubimendi was the star. 2 goals from midfield, showing he's not just a shield, but a scorer. Victor Gyökeres, once again in the right place at the right time to finish. And Noni Madueke, sharp, direct, he gave Forest fullbacks nightmares. Arsenal look like they've got multiple threats, even without Saka. For Athletic Club, it's been a mixed build-up. A return to the Champions League for the first time since 2014-15. The fans are buzzing, but they are cracks. Yuri Alvarez is suspended after his doping ban. Other defenders are struggling for fitness. Against a side like Arsenal, that's dangerous. One slip and the game runs away from them. This is where Arsenal may have the edge in the midfield. Odegaard is missing, but Eberechi Eze fills the void at the weekend. Let's not forget Ethan Nwaneri. He came into the game when Odegaard was injured, drifting into pockets, creating space, trading passes. Pair him with Declan Rice control and Zubimendi's box-to-box energy, and that's a midfield built to dominate. For Athletic, Oyhan Sancet is their man. He scores, he creates, he carries them forward. Rice versus Sancet, that's a heavyweight clash. Noni Madueke is the headline here. He was electric on the right flank last game. And if he's unleashed against Athletic's makeshift defense, he will cause real damage. On the left, Arsenal have options. Eze drifting wide, or could it be Trossard coming in to take in that role, or Martinelli looking to rediscover his form? Up top, Gyökeres is a spearhead, powerful, clinical, the kind of striker you head to defend, and he's already building his stats early on in the season. 3 goals in 4 games. This is what you want your number 9 to be doing. Athletic though have their own wide dangerous. The William brothers, Nico and Inaki, pure pace, pure chaos, and Arsenal will need to track everyone. It isn't so nice to see 2 brothers playing for the same team, a bit like Gary Neville and Phil Neville. Defensively, Arsenal have been mean. Only 0.25 goals conceded per game this season. Clean sheet again at the weekend. Raya was doing nothing. Could have put up his slippers and had a cup of tea throughout that game. Gabriel and Calafiori looked assured. Mosquera stepped in Saliba's absence, and we did not miss a beat. Arsenal will feel encouraged with Mosquera's performance, and even without Saliba, and I know that the test is sharper in Europe, this could be the game that Mosquera steps in. And Mosquera is coming from the division in which Athletic play, so he will be very familiar with those players and will feel very comfortable going into this game, especially against Athletic's counter. Arsenal can't let the crowd get into it with an early mistake. Key player spotlight for me. For Arsenal, it's Zubimendi. This is why he was brought into the club. His expertise in Europe would help Arsenal in the Champions League going forward. I feel like he is built for the Champions League game. 2 goals last time out, control in the midfield, and a growing influence in both boxes. For me, this is the player that's going to set the tempo for Arsenal in Champions League games that are very different, more tactical, and needs the right level of pace, tempo, and intelligence to outdo your opponents on the field. For Athletic, it's Sancet, their top scorer last season, a midfielder who makes those late runs you don't track at your peril. If Zubimendi keeps scoring and Sancet gets shut down, Arsenal will be in business. Sancet versus Rice, that is very interesting. That is a matchup everybody is loving to see. These two met in a friendly just a few months ago at the Emirates. Arsenal ran away 3 goals winners. Arsenal 3, Athletic 0. Gyökeres, Sancet and Havertz on the score sheet. But that was summer football. This is Champions League football. And for Athletic, it's their first test of the Champions League since 2014 and 15. Arsenal would do well to remember this, because only a couple of years ago, it was their return into the Champions League for a very long time. And Arsenal were hungry, looking to upset everyone to show that they belong. Athletic could have the same hunger and could be looking to upset the giant in Champions League. So Arsenal will be very wary not to underestimate Athletic. The San Mamés will be bouncing, and this will be crucial for the home team. What Arsenal needs to do is make sure that the crowd don't get involved, or else this could be something else. In this new Champions League format, every game matters, and it's not just about winning, it's about seeding. San Mamés will roll, the Williams brothers will run riot, and Arsenal will have to rise above the noise. So here's the question, Gunners. Will the Gunners fire the first shot in Europe, or will Bilbao spring a bit of a busk ambush? Drop your predictions in the comment section. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Arsenal, because this campaign starts here and it could end anywhere. See you on the next preview of the Gooner Pavilion.